What's up, y'all? Tommy here. Today I'm going to be breaking down 4 things you can do if your score is below 700. So if you're someone who's trying to get your score into the 700 club, you might want to stay tuned. All right, so right off the bat, the first thing I would do is I would start sending out goodwill letters to any creditors reporting late payments on your credit report, okay? So goodwill letter is pretty much just a letter of you asking, you're pretty much asking the company from the bottom of their heart to actually, remove the late payment that you have in your account. Now it almost sounds like it doesn't work, but it actually does. A lot of people have success with it, but it's only for a specific scenario, right? It'll only work for people who have late payments, but have only had, let's say, 1, maybe 2 late payments at a company, right? Since you've had the account with them. Now, if you have had multiple late payments, you've gotten 30, 60, 90 days late on an account, this technique won't really work for you, because the idea of the technique is you're pretty much saying that, hey, I'm always on time. I've always, we've had a great business relationship, and I'm asking you for just this one time for you to waive my late payment, because as you can see, I'm typically paying on time with you, right? And if that narrative doesn't fit y'all situation where you've missed a lot of late payments, you've been 30, 60, 90 days late, things like that, then obviously they're not going to respond very well to the letter, right? But that's typically what I recommend. It's an easy way to get late payments removed and be able to start seeing your score increase. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to start disputing any type of negative accounts that you have, right? Negative accounts, this accounts for the payment history category of your score, which is 35%, or about a little over 192 points, right? And so, you want to make sure you're trying to eliminate as many of those negative accounts as you can. Now, check out my other videos I've shot. I've broken down literally how you can dispute charge-offs, collections, medical collections, repos, bankruptcies, whatever the case may be, right? I've shot videos on most of that stuff. I'll link to a playlist down below that you can check out to be able to get access to those things. But you want to dispute as many of those things as you can, because that's going to help you be able to get closer to the 700 club. The next thing you want to do is you want to actually look at paying down your credit card debt. If you can pay down your credit card debt, this is one of the single easiest ways for you to be able to get a quick credit boost, right? To be able to see your score really shoot up. So pay down as much of your credit cards as you can. Obviously, if you're not able to pay down your credit cards immediately, it makes sense for you to either try to get credit limit increases or try to get access to new credit. Just make sure that you're not using the new credit that you get, right? You want to make sure that you're not maxing out other cards. You just want to add other cards to be able to work on your credit utilization to help your score go down. Lastly, I recommend you start applying for credit products that you want long term, right? And what I mean by that is, I've been looking deeper into this, and back in the day, I would typically tell people like, hey, wait till you get into the 720 area to start applying for a mortgage or whatever the case may be. But from what I found, it makes more sense now that you apply already and get a mortgage for a house if you think you can qualify for it, and then keep working on your credit. And then eventually you can just refinance and be able to get a more favorable loan on your house, right? The reason being is, depending on how much time it takes you, whether let's say it took you a year, 2 years, you're going to lose out on the appreciation on your house, or potential appreciation on your house. You're going to lose out on, at that time, the money you're paying on your mortgage is money that's really going into your mortgage, right? You're pretty much paying down a house, an asset that you own, right? And so I think the fastest that you can get into a home, right, to own your own home and then start paying it down, the more that you're going to be winning, right? And so again, you do that, and then you just refinance once you are able to improve your credit, and you're back in the position that you would have been, except you've already been working on paying down this house that you've owned. Okay, so that's typically what I recommend you do. You could do that same thing with, if you need a car or whatever the asset may be. Really, it's getting your hands on the asset and then refinancing once you've improved your credit situation. All right, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope that gave you at least a few action items that you can actually take advantage of to get you into the 700 club. If you have any other questions, be sure you throw them down in the comments below, and let me know if there's any type of credit videos that you'd like to see, right? Or you want me to shoot, okay? So that's gonna be pretty much it. Be sure that you throw a like on this video if you found this information valuable. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of our future videos, alrighty? Especially if you're interested in learning about improving your credit and achieving financial freedom, alrighty? So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.